Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. And welcome to Sunday's edition of the Doctor Who Daily. And welcome to my preview of Doctor Who Flux, Episode 6. I think it's called The Vanquishers. I'm more intrigued than excited for this final episode because it is my opinion, even though I've kind of, I wouldn't say liked is the right word, but been intrigued by everything I've seen in the previous 5 episodes. It is, in storytelling terms, something that Chibnall's just vomited on a screen and said, don't you worry, we'll sort everything out in the last episode. And that's what an event series can be. It can be full of mysteries, and we've got all these new characters that get fucking no development whatsoever. The same mistakes with Graham and Ryan and Yaz in season 11 and season 12 have been made again with Dan. And the only reason people like Dan is because of John, the actor comedian. That's the only reason. He hasn't been well developed. He's not an interesting character, but you like him when he's on screen. That's the thing. They're the facts of the matter. You know, and Yaz is still as dull and can be frustratingly annoying as well. I think it's very interesting in last week's episode when she goes to the 2 men, this pretty girl can take care of herself. I tell you what, Yaz, if I was in your situation, I wouldn't be able to take care of myself. So you must be so amazing. It must be because you're a woman. And anyone who can't admit she needs other people's support and help actually isn't a strong woman, is actually very weak. And that's my opinion on that. So I'm very intrigued about tonight's episode because I think, as the Doctor Who community at large knows and has been saying, this is the episode that could absolutely change Doctor Who forever, because we've never really known what or who the Timeless Child is up to this point. Yeah, we know the Master told the Doctor that's who she is, and she's, you know, and there's pre-Hartnell Doctors and all of that, and we've met the Fugitive Doctor in Series 12, and it's all very intriguing and kind of exciting, but people are also frustrated about it. And even though Tek Tae-yoon confirmed that the Doctor is the Timeless Child, I'm still not going to say, oh well, Tek Tae-yoon, a moustache-twirling villain, has confirmed that the Doctor is the Timeless Child. She must be telling the truth. That's it. It's all facts now. Of course not. People was like, you know, people were hashtagging RIP Doctor Who. Doctor Who is dead. Doctor Who isn't dead. Nowhere near. But these are really, really, you know, controversial things for a huge IP like Doctor Who has got this huge legacy. Let me explain to you something. When I used to watch 24 or Desperate Housewives is a great example of a consistent show for 8 seasons. Desperate Housewives, if you've never seen it, is about this place called Wisteria Lane, and these women, who they're not actually all housewives, by the way, but basically the moral of the show is you never know what they're up to next door, kind of thing. They could be murdering each other, anything. And it was just great. So we had this character called Bree Vanderkamp. So you always knew what you were going to get. So you knew that Bree had this kind of OCD disorder. Everything had to be clean, proper, her reputation, and you know, she really messed up her son. I think it was Michael. But you knew every week, I know I'm talking about another show on a Doctor Who Daily video, but it's all connected. But every week you knew what you were going to get from Bree. Now, it wasn't going to be the same dialogue every week, but the personality was consistent. It's a consistent show that continues. Now, Russell T Davies understood about consistency of character development and what people are going to get in the next episode. We knew that Russell would take it on a level, but we always knew what kind of Doctor Who we're going to get, because for 5 years, the TARDIS design was the same. We were dealing with the same Doctor story arc, no matter if it was Christopher Eccleston or David Tennant. There was consistency. Now, the problem is with people like Stephen Moffat and Chris Chibnall and people like Ryan Johnson, they want to stir the pot, so they'll always be remembered. But you're not being remembered in the right way. I mean, Stephen Moffat will be remembered more fondly than Chris Chibnall by many Doctor Who fans, but you get what I'm saying. So Mark Sherry was the man who created and wrote Desperate Housewives, a genius, a kind of modern day glamorous soap opera if you like, but it was amazing, but it was consistent. That's why I'm giving you that example. It's consistent. Moffat and Chibnall Doctor Who is inconsistent. It can be very, very lazy. Chibnall's Doctor Who is well directed. The choreography, the directing, the visuals look amazing, but in storytelling and character development terms, it's not fit for purpose. But I think that's the kind of entertainment industry we are in these days. A type of entertainment industry that wants you to look at the aesthetics more than the depth, because they don't have the creative kind of nuances to give you something interesting. So they can distract you with identity politics, with great visuals, but it's just skin deep. So this is the problem with creatives like Moffat and Chibnall. They're always trying to stir the pot. And this is what Chibnall's doing. I'll come in 3 years, stir it all up, blow it all up, then I'll walk away while the fires are still burning. And that's the truth. And then you have to ask, well, what kind of person are you to do this, to kind of blow everything up and say, oh, I've done something so huge and so revolutionary, I'm going to leave now. I'll let somebody else put it back together, right? And that's the problem with what Moffat and Chibnall did to a huger extent. So tonight we're really going to see what he's going to do. Now, Chibnall to me seems like a doubler downer rather than, well, okay, I'm a bit nervous now. Yeah, I don't want to upset anyone. I'll put everything back as it was. He might do that. Let's not forget he's got another 3 specials next year. So we don't know if we're actually going to get some end of the story, happily ever after clarity on this Timeless Child arc, on this Fugitive Doctor arc. There's 2 scenarios that could happen tonight in The Vanquishers. Won't be able to see the episode as usual on Prime or Amazon Video, early hours, Monday morning. Then I'll review it tomorrow and we'll see what we're going to get. But there's 2 scenarios here. That he just finishes it all off tonight. I think that's a bit too good to be true, but I would like that to happen, but I have my doubts. Or he could drag this out for the 3 specials as well. I just don't know the thinking behind the 3 specials, if they're going to continue this. Because if you confirm, right, let's, for example, if you confirm that the Doctor is the Timeless Child, right, what do you do with that? If you burn down Universe 1 and go to Universe 2 tonight, what do you do with that in the 3 specials? I mean, these are questions nobody can answer, especially me or you, until we've seen the episode. So, if he actually destroys Universe 1 tonight, that's a little bit exciting and a little bit interesting, and it kind of hints towards what I've been saying in the first place, that they're rebooting the series. But how can they do that tonight when there's another 3 specials? It doesn't make sense. There's something missing here. There's something huge that's going to happen. Also, I didn't know this, but Russell T Davies starts work on Doctor Who on Monday. Now, I'm assuming he's, in terms of work, he's actually writing the 60th anniversary special. Who will be the Doctor? We still don't know. Some people believe, there's actually a Jodie Whittaker interview where she says she doesn't have to let go of it yet because they haven't cast anyone else. But would she even know that? Is it an old interview? Who knows? I think Russell's mind is made up. He knows who his next Doctor is, and it's a question of if, not when. Let me say that again. It's a question of when, not if, they announced a brand new Doctor, and that's another time bomb waiting to go off, because everyone is ready for a fight on social media to be angry about who Russell casts again. If it's a white man, they're going to say it's outrageous. A white man playing the Doctor? You know, he's already been a white man multiple times. It can't be a white man again. And then you've got the other lot. Oh, I see. Diversity hire, eh? So you can't fucking win. I feel sorry for RTD. Whatever he does, I mean, he should literally fucking get a spaceship, go to another planet and find a real fucking Time Lord, because he's gonna, you can't win. This is the cesspit of opinions we have in fandom today, and it's ridiculous. I have faith in the man to cast A really good doctor, no matter their background, sexuality, or whatever. It should be about the person and not how they identify as. But we live in very strange times. Luckily for me, I can shrug off the negativity and carry on. But I think we will find out in the next few days, maybe next 7 to 10 days, who the next doctor is. But they're my thoughts on the Vanquishers tonight. I don't expect to be pleased or pleasantly surprised by this episode. I expect the fugitive doctor and our current doctor to go into battle. They're probably the Vanquishers, you know, all girls together, you know, beating the terrible men. It's going to be that type of thing. I don't think you're going to get any surprises there. The more interesting stuff is what's revealed and what's not revealed. This has been the Doctor Who Daily. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss this perfection. And I'll see you again tomorrow, where we will be reviewing and reacting to the Vanquishers here on the Doctor Who Daily. Until then, goodbye.